Here's me starting to work on these rhythm patterns, a little behind the scenes of me composing and creating a fun lesson for all of you. I hope you enjoy this. I've worked hard on this one. Happy listening and playing. Yeah, a little hand independence. Challenge you here. Gonna add in some drums. Lock it in. Just playing around with some ideas, thinking about what you all could benefit from. What's going on? Jim from Grassroots Piano. If this is the first time checking out the channel, welcome. And if you've been around for a bit, welcome back. I have been doing a lot of beginner lessons, which I love because everyone has the right to learn piano. This lesson is not beginner friendly. However, don't leave yet. There are some chords that you can benefit from, and the first 3 exercises might work for you, but you can always come back to it. That's what's great about digital learning. In this lesson, it's all about knowing the basics with the chords, but learning how to lock in. I find a lot of self-taught learners, or even people who take lessons, we're always worried about notes, fingerings, and just getting the scheme of things, but we're not listening to our sound. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the basics. This is a popular chord progression, and I didn't realize it at the time, but it coincides with a lot of tunes. Do you recognize this melody? Want to do a bare bones. So we are in the A natural minor. 4/4 time. This is my middle C. We're going to use our root position, and then we're going to go to F major, C major, G major. Real quick, I've gotten some emails about chords, rhythm patterns, and like a basic course. I'm working on it, but I'm a one-man band. I only can do so much, and I'm kind of at the limit with juggling everything, but I love the interest. We'll get there. Just gotta be patient and keep practicing, but this should get you started. Speaking of supporting the channel, I would love it if you want to support the channel and get this PDF that goes along with this lesson. It helps the channel out, me out, my family, and all that stuff. I just hit the chair. All right, well, that's a great impression, Jim. All right, so number 1 is kind of a warm-up. We've got half notes in the left hand, and then we're just gonna play that chord progression like this. Why was I closing my eyes? Because I'm tired? No, I am doing a internalization. I'm able to feel the keys. I have the A minor here. I know what the raised keys, I know how to navigate to the F without looking. And all that is experience and understanding and taking lessons and all that stuff. It's not like, ooh, look how fancy I am. But you want to get to that point. You don't want to be like, all right, because if you are at that point, which we all have been, if you're at that point, it's okay, but you got to keep at it, because if you can know where you are, I'm internalizing, I'm listening, feeling the music. So important. and that takes time. Exercise 2, I'm going to teach it with the bass line first, and then I will do the right hand. And if you don't know my style, when I'm teaching, you're going to be like, well, Jim, that's very similar. That's exactly it. I make it similar, so we just go up a little bit in notches, because that's a really good way to learn, instead of doing something really fancy, getting frustrated and all that stuff. Left hand. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, hand position. I am just about here. I think I was not really thinking, just feeling it. All right, so this is tricky for you. You got downbeats, and then you got on the N of 3 and the N of 4 upbeats, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I was demonstrating the downbeats on the right and the upbeats on the left. Now you can just think left, because that's what our hands are doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And. I made a mistake. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. And. Classic for number 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. 1. I have many videos on that rhythm. You'll find that in many tunes. Check out Beatles. They have that accompaniment pattern. Number 4, my favorite. It's just like 2, but it's not. Check it out. That is really important, to listen to your sound, no pedal, get that staccato, really hold yourself accountable. Number 4 is a bit tricky. We got 8th notes here. You're gonna line up with the hi-hat. 4 and. Same rhythm as before, but we're changing it. We're adding some notes in. Back and forth, back and forth. Slow it down if you need to. The 8th notes will really help internalize. Get that clock in the groove, in the pocket. Number 6 I love, and it's an 8-bar phrase because it's time. We need to have 8 bars. But before we go and do the whole thing, check it out. Back and forth. And I am leaving out some details because if you're not a beginner, you can see my fingering and all that. You'll check out my style. When I'm teaching beginners, I really hone it in. Here you can play back, but of course, communicate, ask questions. All right, I think my drums are gonna run out, but we'll keep grooving, right? 1, so we got 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I improvised a teeny bit, but you get the point. That's super slow in the play along. I think I'm doing it at 104 beats per minute. But don't hate on me. Not every note is like crystal clear and perfect. I got things to do. 7 is fun. This is a good one because this kind of rhythm I've noticed learners will get it down easily because it's separate, but they speed up and then we're not in the groove. So slowly first we got 1. And before we do number 8, 2 things. 1, if you are finding value out of this video, this free lesson, please hit the like button. Also, this channel would not be moving forward if it wasn't for the supporters. So thank you, Christina. I don't even know if they'll know this because they're doing more beginner stuff, which is great because that's where we all start. And thank you, David. Thank you, Nancy. And thank you, many of you. I wouldn't be this far along in the channel if it wasn't for all of you. But we're back to A minor. All right, so number 8, my favorite, and it's definitely challenging. So I simplified the left hand. That left hand is just gonna hang out. Trust me. All right, so we're gonna be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give yourself some time to get that one down. You can do it, but that will definitely tie you up because when you're playing, this is easy. That might be a little tricky, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear that? That happens a lot in music. So these are all little tiny bite size of cool accompaniment rhythms, small, I want to say dosages, but whatever, you know, just small little bite sizes. So now I'll demonstrate it slowly. 1, 2. So that's that. The play along's coming up. I stopped in the middle of it because I wanted to mention something. A lot of learners, if you're going to this one, you're going, which is normal because other exercises like number 2. Number 2, we had this. And I have that same rhythmic idea, but it's dancing in the right hand. Sorry, but us teachers are geeky like that, making you accountable to internalize it in both hands. So now we got 3, 4. All right, that one is a fun one. I promise you're gonna love it. That's why it's the last one. It's definitely a challenge, but check out the play along. You can listen to it. You can see what I'm doing a little bit or hear what I'm doing, a little pedal action, little dynamics, but give yourself one goal. Think about, I'm gonna get the hands together today. Second goal, I'm gonna get the hands together and the timing really good where I'm not thinking about it. Third goal, pedaling, crescendos, and then the dopamine hits. You're making music. Play a long time.
We got drums, 4 bars up front, and then the band. Or, in this case, me and the coffee.
Listen, thank you so much. I had a lot of fun with this lesson. I also worked really hard on this one. So if you're interested, I can do a few more of these down the road, but only if my viewers and subscribers and learners want to get into this. I think you do because they've been popular in the past, but just let me know because it's a lot of work. All right, until next time, keep practicing and don't scroll too much, just too much on YouTube. Just play. You're going to feel better about it, all right? Play, you'll internalize and all that good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, I'm blown away. Over 100 comments in this video. If you haven't checked it out yet, definitely check out those comments because there's some really good people in there and insights. There's a few videos now. So take care, and I thank everyone once again. Bye-bye.